Hey everyone, hey, welcome to another weekly session in practicing life, love and wisdom. And not that I have any wisdom, but I have a cup of tea, so might as well drink it in the sunlight. It's good to be alive. Welcome to my home. By the way, that's my dollhouse back there. You know, I keep all my dolls. And alright, so I'm going to start with a mini song here for you to give you tons of inspiration. Alright, don't laugh, alright? See, I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. Take your time, think a lot, think of everything you've got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. Anyway, slightly out of tune, but that's the intro to Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Anyway, so what's the point of this video? I don't know if there is one. No, well, basically I was just thinking, like, you know, here I am trying to enjoy life and relax, and you know, I was just thinking about the thing is that we lose perspective sometimes in the middle of all these struggles and everyday living. There's a certain amount of pain involved, and I believe that we can live through that pain, and in the midst of that pain we can have fulfillment and trust. You see, a lot of the time we're waiting to get somewhere else before we can really live free, before we can really be happy. Now, I don't really believe in happiness as a word, you know, it's so superficial. I believe there's a deep inner sense of peace and well-being that we can just be in touch with on the inside by following our hearts, by loving and respecting one another, serving one another. And there's always a purpose and meaning in life. I can't emphasize that enough, that we've got to find that within ourselves. And, you know, obviously I don't have my life together, and, you know, there's things that I'm discovering and learning every day. I make mistakes a lot, and I'm trying to figure out how to be more patient with myself and how to navigate this world that's full of struggles. And I do believe that struggles are what define us. So in the midst of those struggles, instead of waiting for them to be over, I think that we can really resolve them through a lot of patience with ourselves, a lot of patience with other people, true calmness in resolving conflicts, in building positive relationships. And also a key element is gratefulness, because gratefulness is the beginning of wealth. And, you know, and it gets me thinking, with gratefulness, we come back to the perspective that we need, that we're okay. We have clothes on our body, and we have food on the table, and we have a shelter over our heads, and it's so easy to miss that, you know, that passes us by in life. We're always running, trying to achieve and self-improve like crazy, and we don't always just see the simplicity of, like, enjoying the sunlight and taking a breath outside. You know, square one. I mean, you know, I can't say much about, oh, look at my my richness, physical richness, or status, or wealth, or look at what I've achieved in this many years of my life. No, but, you know, it comes back down to the substance of who we are as human beings, that we're going to be weak and we're going to make mistakes. We will screw up. Like, we will say stupid things, and we will do things we regret. But the key is to not get trapped in that and build an identity off our mistakes, but we can rather use that as the antidote to help us learn and not make the same mistakes twice. And I know I said some of this stuff before, but yeah, gratefulness is internal richness, and just to see that is very difficult. And then the other thing is, contributing beyond ourselves is quite important, I think, and again, we mustn't get caught up in taking things too seriously, because we want to live life to the fullest, enjoy, we want to be passionate, we want to live free, and I believe beyond duality is compassion. And what do I mean by that? Well, duality is basically when we're talking about you against me or me against you. You know, we're all going to have different perspective, different life experiences, different ways that we attribute meaning and purpose and significance to our lives, we're all going to find juice and passion in different actions and philosophies. But basically, we're all one human family, and because of that, I believe that non-duality is that ability to say, to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, to be truly empathetic, and to kind of step outside ourselves, if you will. And I think that's one of the most difficult things to do in life, to genuinely see things from the eyes of the other, you know, and it's the biggest challenge right now. And so, yeah, I think beyond duality, beyond adversarial antagonism, there's something called compassion and unconditional love. So yeah, so I guess the other thing is living beyond ourselves. As I was saying, we can do things every day to try to make the world a better place in small ways. You know, we're not all going to be Martin Luther Kings and Mother Teresa's and Einsteins, but to do small things with great love, as Mother Teresa said. And for example, like Michael Jackson, who actually died. Well, you know, I'd like to disagree. I'd like to say he's still alive. And the reason, and I don't mean physically, like literally alive on this planet, but I do mean that we all kind of live beyond ourselves. What we do here, it has an impact beyond our time here. You know, if you look at somebody like Michael Jackson, who is still alive in the hearts of many dancers around the world, of many pop singers around the world, and is a living inspiration in this moment. And so, last thing I'd like to say is that in this moment, it's a good idea to just live life in the now, and to see that this is one of those moments where we can't let life pass us by. So many things happen. We're always caught up with delusions inside our heads. But if we can just get deep down within ourselves and realize that this is one of those moments that we just have to be true and be here, be present, and feel good about this moment. Because we spend so much time running around, doing things, being crazy people. And we're all human, but I believe that faith is the ultimate power. Why faith? Because trusting in that life is good and things will work themselves out. It's borrowing from the future. That despite my weaknesses, despite my failures, despite the dust that we can be as human beings, that we can also be really noble, and we're made of stars, and we're made of light, we're made of God, and you know, the power of love, I think, dwells within us all. And so we're empowered by compassion, by selflessness, and by truth, by humbleness. Yeah, I think just the ability for us to treat the other as we would like to be treated, I think that's what will help heal the world. And anyway, love you all. God bless you. Peace. Enjoy your day. Have a good one.